How did they manage to get the 120? These are how they reported their study method to me. Usually to get that full UMS, it's really not difficult. It's just you need to study the right way. So it's not about how much time you spend studying. It's just like the way you funnel your time and effort. 4 things you need to do in their correct order, and I would guarantee you would score that full UMS. Step 1, your school teacher, your tutor, just take the lesson, and while learning the lesson, you just have to take quick notes. Usually with my students, I hand out like a PDF with the most important thing and just follow along so that you can grasp at least 40 to 50% of the details of the lesson. I'm not expecting you to get every single detail your teacher says. If you manage that 50%, you're good enough. Manage to reach that minimum level of understanding, which you will support right after the lesson. So I would recommend 2 hours, 3 hours, same day, maximum next day to summarize that lesson. That's one way, but again, it's time consuming, and most of the times I check their notes and they've missed the most important things. So either get your teacher's notes or anyone's notes that you can rely on and go over the notes. Underline, circle, write on the margins the things that you need to remember. So with the notes there, you have managed to boost that 50% you've learned during the lesson. You can manage to boost this all the way up to 70%, which would score you like a B or even a low A. But still, because we forget a lot these days, you need to support this now with step 3, where you're gonna solve questions, classified questions, only about this particular topic. But here is where everything changes. You have 2 types of students. Students who just want to get this done, and students who spend time going over the notes, checking their answers. Like personally, I check the answers of my students, but obviously you can always check your answers and mark the mistakes, mark the things that you got wrong. That's how you grow, that's how you improve. If you just solve, leave it, or don't go over your mistakes, or don't go over your teacher's like remarks on your homework, you're never gonna improve. You're just gonna be at the same level. You're never gonna exceed that 60%. So while you're solving here, you are actually memorizing and you're actually building those very valuable exam skills. Personally, I solve with my students the most important ones. I usually turn those questions into like fill in the blanks so that we could focus on the key terms. Because the best way to write answer in biology is to master those key terms and write a small sentence about each one. It's that simple, okay? So how many steps we've done here? We've done 1, 2, 3. We could manage now 80% of the content. But again, you studied this topic in Feb, the exam in May, you have forgotten it. I guarantee you have forgotten everything about it. So as we've decided, starting from April, you're gonna start to link up the topics. So I take topics that are related, those blocks, and I know I've been doing this for more than 10 years. I know how they ask the questions. So I start to link up topics from all different areas of the syllabus, and here where things start to click. Here is where you reach that level of scoring an A by knowing exactly that cell differentiation is linked to Unit 1 and is linked to Unit 2, and somehow the question will come in this format. You can do this yourself. Just, once again, grab all past papers from 2019 to 2025, and again, solve effectively. solve while highlighting the mistakes. You can only improve by marking your mistakes, highlighting them, filing them, and returning back to them like 1 week before the exam. That's how you avoid them during the exam. And that's how you get those like best perfect answers. You find them in the examiner report. You find answers are very well structured, nothing is missing, and the student's answers perfectly coherent.